Aloha y'all, Daniel Aaron here, your guide to vibrant living. Sensitive topic. My mother said don't ever speak about this in public. Well, this is pretty public. Money. And we could call it abundance. That's cool. Those of us on the spiritual side sometimes have stories and don't want to talk about money. We're gonna though. And as Jim Rohn said, money's not everything. It does rank up there with oxygen though. So here's a story. For me, I started out lower middle class family. Money was always a stress. My mother was so angry at my father and her mother and the fact that they bonded over the fact that they were, in her words, cheapskates, right? They were always miserly with money. You know the story how money is the biggest source of conflict in relationships, marriages, right? Different ideas, values, that's a whole nother story. We'll cover that another time. And yeah, it was the thing that ended my parents' marriage, or at least one of them. So what it meant for me was I learned early on, as we all do, certain beliefs and stories about money, which were, what would you guess, resourceful? Less than resourceful. No. I got some really negative beliefs about it. I struggled. I was stressed about it. My whole life, up until my mid-20s, I did a training in transformational breath, right? Therapeutic kind of breath. And in that training, our teacher made us do a 40-day spiritual prosperity program. I didn't even want to do it. That's another story too. I did it though, and it changed my life. From then on, I lived abundantly. I didn't worry about money. I knew that there was plenty, that the way it works in nature, I do this because there's nature all around outside this room, is there is plenty. There's more than enough. Go to the beach. How many grains of sand are there? On the trees out here, how many? They're infinite, right? There's so much. Yet we can get into our human survival animal side and go into fear, uncertainty, doubt, worry, contraction, survival mode, which leads to what? Not much good, I'll tell you that. On the flip side, we can remember, and this is what I learned in the spiritual prosperity program, there is enough, there's always enough spirit. And I'm talking about abundance in the bigger sense, not just money. Really, like abundance of energy, of opportunity, of time, of friendship, relationships, love. Then I got an exciting encounter with that. So I lived from, age 24 onward in my adult life with abundance, like more than enough. It was beautiful, right? I didn't worry about it. I did what I want now. I wasn't buying private jets. I wasn't going on that level, but I also didn't really care about that or want that kind of thing, right? But I had the experiences that I wanted right up until 5-6 years ago. I had a sudden change, a big setback. Kind of overnight, I lost my country of residence, my business, my income, my reputation, all of our stuff, our home, and suddenly my daughter at the time, 9 years old, and I, in North America, back in North America, hadn't lived there in 20 years, no stuff, no money. We lost our dog too, that was the saddest part, and suddenly a bunch of debt. Guess where I went? What would you guess? Into spiritual expansion, belief, trust in the universe, or contraction, worry, fear, survival? I wish I could say I was here. And in my head, yes. In my experience, though, it was so visceral. I contracted a lot. I got worried. The blessing, though, the incredible blessing of that was that, well, it kicked my ass into motion. It taught me that, you know what? Abundance is great, essential, important for a vibrant life, and insufficient, right? Because money, prosperity, abundance, it's just one of the things that's part of the human experience that we are here to master, to thrive in. And what I was missing was what we could call stewardship. right? I didn't even know that term as related to money at the time. Abundance was great, and I lived that way for so long as there was plenty coming in. Wonderful. Challenge was for me, plenty was coming in, and just as much, sometimes more, was going out. You got a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. So, when the flow stopped, I was unprepared. I didn't know what to do, and it threw me into survival mode and gave me the experience, which I hadn't had since I was a kid, of limitation due to money. Now, what was great about that was, one, kicked me into movement. Two, taught me that, yeah, I need to learn this area. So I dove in deep and started learning about money, right? From investment to taxes to insurance, right? All different aspects of the financial world. And let me tell you, one of the things I learned is, holy moly, is there some nastiness in that world. As Henry Ford put it, it's just as well that most people don't understand the financial system, because if they did, there would be a revolution by morning. Now, I could go on a rant right now about, call it evil maybe, corruption, greed, the very few taking advantage of the masses, and how many people don't know about money. I won't do that right now, another time. Right now, though, what this is about is an invitation to you to say, where are you at? Right? 1 to 10, how much freedom, well, let's put it this way, how much freedom, sovereignty, peace, ease, joy do you have around the topic of money, abundance? And here's the thing, it is our birthright. It's possible for anybody. And one of the biggest fallacies I learned as a kid, right, the belief that both my parents held was, it's hard, there's not enough, you have to work hard for it. Did I say one? 3 of the beliefs, it's hard, there's not enough, you have to work hard for it. Guess what belief was not there? It's easy, there's plenty, it can come to you, it's not a matter of hard work. What is it a matter of? Well, mostly it's a matter of belief and perspective, right? Yes, there are skills to learn about abundance, reprogramming our beliefs. Yes, there are skills to learn about stewardship, really important. One of the biggest ones, though, is the idea of, as one of my mentors puts it, it's either man at work or money at work. Woman at work, person at work, or money at work. And this is one of those big ones that I didn't learn as a kid. And I speak to so many people, right? I'm speaking to people all the time, clients or people that are interested in my programs, people I meet, people I'm working with in various business adventures. A lot of them, right, don't even know that passive income is a possibility. Right? This is one of my standard questions when people apply to my 6-figure spiritual entrepreneur program. I say, you know, just imagine, like when I'm interviewing them about what do you want to create? This is the way I put it, how much of your income, if you're looking ahead, what you want to create, how much of your income do you want to be passive and how much to be active? And I kid you not, 80% of the people that I ask that question to go, I never thought about that. So that's my question to you. How much of your income do you want to be passive? How much do you want to be active? Active meaning it requires your efforts. Passive meaning you set it up and there's some activity required with that in one way or another, whether it's through investments or having other people work for you, a business, different ways of doing it. Passive income means that you're not actively putting your time and effort into it ongoing in order to receive. That's right, one of the dreams, earn while you sleep. Many, many ways to do it. What does it start with though? Possibility, imagining it, knowing that you can do that, that you can create that. Who does that, by the way, right? Mostly it's Well, mostly it's the elite. What is education? Our modern educational system is a relic of the past where the elite trained a lot of people, the masses, to be workers for them. So, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap it up. That's how we would say it in Hawaii. I'm going to wrap this up for you right now by saying, what's your goal? What would you like? What amount of income would thrill you, free you, give you the life that you want? What's a realistic maybe next step for you? Right? For some people, that's just having a reliable $2,000-$3,000 a month. Some people, $10,000. Maybe it's $100,000, $200,000, $1 million a month. I don't know. All of that's possible. Dream big, dream, goal set towards something that's realistic for you, and have a reason. Why do you want it? And is it too much? Am I giving you too much? We're just playing, right? And how much do you want to be passive and active? All right, I'll leave it there. If this is interesting, useful, please share, like, pass it on. Let's get more vibrant being, more spiritual people with prosperity. And I would love your input. So please, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about passive income? Are you rocking passive income in your life now? Do you believe in it? Is it real? Put your comments down. I always read them. I appreciate them. I'm so grateful for you tuning in, for the opportunity for us to commune in this way. See you on the flip side. Aloha.